to be part of this weekend and being Mexican. It really means a lot for me because I'm the one representing my country here, my Mexican flag wherever I go, and I'm just proud. I'm just proud to represent my flag and my colors.
It was 2026 All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles, and we had to make a few stops. From the NBA crossover event with our boys CORTIS to catch up with some pros about how to do the weekend right.
Music and basketball or sports always cross paths with me too.
I'm more like Steph.
We even got to congratulate the new Adidas brand ambassador, Peso Pluma. We take you there in Billboard All Access. At the NBA crossover concert, we got to chat with the boys from CORTIS about their Celebrity Game halftime performance.
It's a big honor to be invited to this certain event. It's the first time NBA Celebrity Game having the halftime performance. It's just a big honor. We are certainly very nervous for it. Yeah, I wish we can perform well and give the fans an entertainment.
And we just rehearsal like 2 days ago. The place was so amazing. We were kind of nervous at the time, but yeah, we hope performance 잘 마무리할 수 있게 했으면 좋겠다. Yeah.
Back with the All-Star OGs, Fabolous, Jim Jones, Dave East, and Mano, we got their 2 cents on what music, sports, and fashion bring to the culture this weekend.
They go hand in hand. I feel like most of the athletes is listening to rap. They're listening to our music. We watching them play. We fans of what they doing on the court.
Music and basketball or sports always cross paths with me too. I remember even when I was just becoming a fan of hip hop as a kid, the guys in my neighborhood, the older guys, would bring out like this radio, like a boombox in a sense, and like play hip hop while they would be out there playing basketball. And that was like, that's kind of some of my first memories of hearing hip hop blasted loud and guys, enjoying the music while they doing, And then it went to barbecues and cookouts and stuff like that. And, I started just really digesting the music from that point. But I could see how it went along with everything that we was doing. It was becoming like a soundtrack to while they was playing basketball or while they was playing football. They had music out there. So that's why it always kind of crossed paths with me too.
Hip hop has just helped shape fashion in so many genres in the world, but it seems like hip hop and sports are like synonymous. Like basketball players always desire to be rappers, and rappers always desire to be basketball players, and I think a mix of both. But from the fashion standpoint, I mean, hip hop is kind of the mood board for the world, I would say. So I think it complements each other.
Think about just the inception of hip hop very early on. Think about those old videos. Fat Boy Up, Rakim, they was wearing Jordans, the Jordan sweatsuits and stuff like that, the Nike mesh, Sergio Tacchini. The culture always collided because in hip hop is fashion, right? Hip hop is art. Hip hop is music. And when you think about ball players, they come from the same communities we do. So they just inspired. The music, the look, it all collides.
Fabolous told us which tastemakers started it all.
Saw it really bleed into the NBA kind of in the mid-90s when Allen Iverson came into the game. I think he brought a lot of hip-hop style to the league, from the cornrows to the tattoos to the way he was wearing his jersey even, seeing him on Slam covers or sports magazines covers, and he would, be representing an NBA player but representing it with a hip-hop style, would have a chain on over his jersey and stuff like that. So I think he also broke the barrier from when hip-hop was booming in the 80s, they still weren't really dressing like that in the NBA yet. You seen Michael Jordan and you seen Magic Johnson and those guys. But I think by the mid-90s, then it started to cross over where hip-hop started to bleed into the style of the NBA. And it got so heavy that the NBA at one point started making them wear suits too. They started, you couldn't wear street clothes on the bench anymore and stuff like that. If you was injured, you had to wear a suit or you had to, And kind of Iverson was kind of the one who broke that mold of, having to wear this certain style just to be, He brought his own style to it and the style he was used to and comfortable with.
When the player is that hot player that everybody knows, and then the sneaker comes out and people start to gravitate to it, the young kids get inspired. How many kids were inspired by what Allen Iverson did? Players of today were inspired by that back then.
And how sneaker culture has made an impact.
I think sneaker culture, it bleeds into everything, you know what I'm saying? But most specifically to hip hop and sports culture is players, they usually are who, you know, they model the sneakers after. The hip hop, we always looking for just a new twist, a new shoe, a new style, a new look. So I think that's how it always crosses. When a player might inspire on the court, and then, you know, your favorite hip hop artist wearing it might inspire you on a street level, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, when they wear the shoes in the game, they're not able to wear it, swag it out pretty much. You know, they got to tie it up, and, you know what I mean? When you could go on the street, you can have your laces loose, style it with your outfit and all of that, you know what I mean? So it crosses both worlds too, you know what I mean? When people get to look at it, they're inspired by the player who the shoe is modeled after, but they're also inspired by the hip hop style with the shoe as well.
It all goes hand in hand, you know, the fashion, the music, the game, it's all one. And this is why I feel like NBA players and artists always had a close-knit relationship.
Trying to catch the all-star drops, the sneakers. That's what I'm here for. I always look forward to seeing what sneaker they gonna premiere or what's their all-star sneaker gonna be. So I think that's another thing that we just look forward to it.
I think All-Star Weekend is also bigger than just the game because it brings community to the cities as well. You know what I'm saying? It brings the players, the artists, the energy. It all brings that to different cities all over the country and let them experience it as well.
All-Star Weekend is bigger than just NBA basketball, just in general, is because, I mean, it's a weekend, it's culture, it's vibe, it's everything we talked about. It's that shoe, it's the fashion, it's the music, it's everything. As kids, we watched the NBA, the dunk contest. That was always my favorite thing to watch. To be a part of it, you know, in these years, has always been good.
That night, we got the invite to cop the new Willie Chavaria and Compton Cowboys drop, done by Peso Pluma himself.
I'm a really fan of his work. I really love his clothes. He's a fan of mine. I think we're gonna do crazy things together. I was always fan of shoes, you know. Since I was a kid, I was always collecting every shoe that I liked since I was a kid. So I remember that from the bottom of my heart. But right now, I don't know, I have like 2 rooms full of them. It really means a lot. For being the first Mexican to be an ambassador in the Fashion Week, it's just incredible. I'm just proud. I'm just proud to represent my Mexican flag and my country wherever I go.
See you next time.